Welcome back to Turkey Trippin' 2022. This is Buck and I's second morning in Kansas.
Good morning, folks. We got a real calm day for wind here in Kansas. We're moving down into an area that I've never been into before. We got a lot of what looks like really good turkey habitat down here, so we're gonna get down in here, wait for gobble time. Getting a little nervous because it's getting light out. We're not hearing anything. It is feeling quite cold this morning, though. Yesterday was brutal wind in the afternoon. This morning's quite the contrast from yesterday. Yesterday was really hot. Very, very windy. This morning's very calm and quite cold, so maybe they're just going to stay up there and not say anything for a while. We finally got some hen talk up in the trees ahead, so we're moving along this creek bottom. See.
With no gobbles and no visuals on anything out in the fields, Buck and I would go to some high ground for a better view. What you want to do?
There was something from here to the end of public.
From up there, I can see through the treetops when you focus your bino through.
Yeah.
I can see a lot, and I don't see jack.
Yeah, I can see the entire tree line at the edge of public.
We walked and called the property, but had no more luck, so now we're in the car trolling. Not having much luck there either.
We haven't seen anything. Nada.
We walked a new property, but ended up in a spot that I got a bird a few years ago.
Buck and I, we've been out trying to locate birds. Now, as I was saying before the GoPro rudely shut off, I'm in a spot here that I really like. I'm at one end of the property. Buck's about 1,000 yards as the crow flies on the other end. We got the creek bottom between us. And so we're hoping that we can either squeeze one out of the middle if he tries to go off the property, or we're catching one coming onto the property from each end. So it's a really neat little spot I got here. I am tucked back in. The property line is probably 50 yards to my right. And if it comes through the fence line, it's going to be right out here to the front. I've got a stick out there at 40 yards. So I know if it's just behind the stick, just in front of the stick, or if it's too far behind the stick and it's out of range. So that's a neat little thing that you can do when you're preparing a spot. You're making a prepared location. Is instead of just having the green junk out there, I've got a stick that I can definitively tell if a turkey walks in front or behind it. When it gets late tonight at gobble time, we'll both still be out here in our spots, and I'll go get that stick and throw it off the field. It's not a big stick, it's just something that I can see out there. But that's about it. I got one on this property last year, and that's the area that Buck is in. So hopefully one of us gets something tonight, or at least we get a gobble tonight. But this morning was a bust. We didn't hear a thing. So we got another 2.5 hours or so until gobble time. Probably 2 hours and 45 minutes till gobble time. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Well, we got nothing today. No gobbles at all today. But look at this, right here. Bird obviously crossed that today because yesterday was so windy that it would have been blown away. Huh. So we got no gobbles today at all. So maybe that's because it's Friday the 13th.
Nothing really panned out that day, and so the following morning is our last morning. So we go back to the spot where I got my bird.
Good morning, folks. What you're seeing there is a beautiful moonset. The sun's rising in this direction. We got gobbles in 3 directions. So we got birds going in 3 directions. I'm moving over here. I'm going to yell at this bird over here. And then go back to Bug over here.
We had some gobbles out to the west, and so we crossed the field and kind of got into a position over there where we could maybe hear and see a little better.
That one behind us ain't that far either.
Eventually, a bird starts coming in from our backside, and we find ourselves in kind of an awkward position because of it.
He's up there somewhere. He's just right up there. Get ready to shoot in that direction.
My fear is this guy's going to come to the crest of the hill and just look down in here, because that hill's about 60 yards, and he's just going to stand there, look, and pick us off.
was quiet. Assume he's coming.
Eventually I kind of see him on the point and he comes down to the right.
I see him. Let's go, Buck, huh?
It's a Jake.
It's a Jake?
Yeah. That was a gobbling Jake.
Daggone. Hey. Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Shot him through so many branches.
Dude, he was on top of us.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost had to pull the trigger. He came out right here, and I had a clean shot, and then he got a little spooky looking or something, or he just turned around, and that's when you busted him. Oh my word.
Those were full gobbles, man.
Dude,
That wasn't a gobble.
he's got real good nubs though. I mean, they're not dimples. Holy smokes. The Jake.
Sorry, buddy.
Oop.
I could not see through the brush. I thought he was a...
I thought it was a guy. I was about to shoot him. He came to this side,
Yeah.
and I knew you couldn't see him hardly. If he kept coming, if he took like another 2 steps, I was going to shoot him because he was going to be in the wide open right here for me. Well, you shot him in the face, that's for sure.
I was all sorts of contorted, man.
You were like...
And I tell you what, Jake or no Jake, that was a great morning. If that joker took another step or two to the right, I was going to shoot, but he did a little double take on me and went back toward Buck's side. Kansas was really good to us this year. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down there, and as always, thanks for watching.